The newest trailer for Pokemon Sword and Shield was awesome, but also felt long overdue, and that's what today's video is going to be about. I want to compare the current state of Pokemon Sword and Shield news and reveals to what happened with Pokemon Sun and Moon, because there was a time where Pokemon Sword and Shield was well ahead when it came to new information, and that really breaks down to the first trailer. That we got our starters, that we got to see more gameplay, we had more information about the new Pokemon games than ever before on reveal, and then that was it. We had to wait until the next trailer, which happened in June. So by this point, we had actually been surpassed by Pokemon Sun and Moon because we knew about the legendaries, we knew about some extra Pokemon, we had all of this other information coming in, and it was only now, June 5th, so that first week in June, where we got to see the legendaries, got to see the box art, we got all that extra information, the wild area, all kinds of cool stuff. That's like, okay, seems like we're getting a much different approach here, that we kind of fall behind on news, and then we just slam a ton of news on the fans, and then that gets us caught up with what we had compared to Pokemon Sword, or not Pokemon Sword and Shield, Pokemon Sun and Moon, which brings us to the E3 gameplay, because it's kind of weird what happened with E3, that if you played the demo, which not everyone had access to, which hasn't even been officially acknowledged by the Pokemon Company to a full extent, there was actually 2 new Pokemon that were revealed at E3, instead of the 3 Pokemon that we had revealed effectively with Pokemon Sun and Moon. That was when we got Grubbin, Pick-a-Peck, and Yungoos, and those were the Pokemon that were shown off in the first route gameplay that we had E3 2016. But this gave us new Pokemon outside of the mainstream, but then all kinds of extra gameplay. We got to see more about the wild area, we got to learn about a couple of extra features, and then we got to see and learn about the max raid battles, and then get more Dynamax gameplay. So learning about the main gimmicks and features of Pokemon Sword and Shield, but then it went cool. It's like, alright, June 11th, is this where it starts off? We get a trailer late June, trailer early to mid-July, and it keeps on taking off? No. And then we got 1 trailer in July, and currently 1 trailer in August, and that's where things feel really weird when it comes to Pokemon Sword and Shield. Also, it just kept playing in the background, so it just rolled into the next video. So now it's like, I think we're really far behind comparing to Pokemon Sun and Moon, but how far behind are we? Well, to do that, we have to go and check out an archived version of the website. So this is mid-August 2016 Pokemon Sun and Moon website. Let's count the Pokemon. 5 right there. So we have effectively the same things going on. Alolan forms were revealed around the same time as Galarian forms, and then we also got to learn those little bits of extra gameplay that kind of build these parallels between the games. So that happened, but my goodness, really? We had this many Pokemon revealed by August? Like, I know Pokemon Sun and Moon was just dumping Pokemon left and right, but this is something else. Like, we knew about legendary Pokemon. That wasn't the main legendaries. Mythicals as well. This is some crazy stuff. We still don't even know where Meltan falls in line. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Not counting these guys. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 30, no, not that, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36 Pokemon were known in Generation 7 by August. We still had months till the game comes out. We didn't even know about the demo and the data mine and all the crazy stuff that would happen there. But yeah, that's a lot of Pokemon. And the Ultra Beast information, I think, started coming out a little after this time. Let's go and check this. So yeah, this is effectively the trailer. And another interesting thing about the trailer for August when it came to Pokemon Sun and Moon is that it finally kind of caught up with the promises that we had of some gameplay inside of Pokemon Sword and Shield. So we can also check out the new features section. So this shows all of the features that we knew about in Pokemon Sun and Moon around this time. And the weird thing is the Z-Move page was actually like changed up, that the introducing Z-Moves isn't on the current version of the website, even though all the other information is kind of in the same chronological order. It's kind of weird, but this is the big one. New features coming to Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. This was teased, I believe, in July at some point, and this gave us Trials, Z-Moves, and Pokéride, which then came true in the August trailer. So we also don't have as many teases when it comes to Pokemon Sword and Shield. Like, we just get our information, but one thing that's clear is that comparing it to what we had at the time, we know a lot more about the game and the characters than we did compared to Pokemon Sun and Moon. So it looks like Pokemon Sword and Shield is really basing it on the gameplay and not necessarily what's happening with the new Pokemon and the reveals like that. So this could be Game Freak listening to fans once again. That people said there was too much information revealed when it came to Generation 7. I 100% disagree. I feel like it was the perfect amount of information, and if there's more to reveal in Pokemon Sword and Shield, we can get away with like an extra trailer or the same amount of information. But it looks like, you know, they're just kind of like showing off all the things the game has to offer, and we still don't even know most of what's left in Pokemon Sword and Shield. I want to see inside the forest. I want to see what Neo Tokyo is up to, and if that's actually a battle frontier, and then the other hidden gameplay mechanics like cooking, because there's an ingredients list that we see from the gameplay we had at the treehouse, that at some point, you know, they're walking around and you get a sack of potatoes. That was back in June. Is it going to take over 2 months to learn what that sack of potatoes does? Seems like it. So going back to the numbers and stuff, yeah, Ultra Beasts, that was this trailer right here. And that was September. So Korokoro gave us that list that gave us the extra reveals. So we had a trailer on September 6th, and then we had a trailer on September 14th. So I mean, these trailers were stacked like a week apart from each other at times, from July all the way until the game's release. You know, sometimes be like one trailer, then a trailer the next week, then like a 2 or 3 week wait, and then like 2 more trailers or something like that. This was a very small one. You know, we're not seeing anything like this. We had a trailer reveal for just Salandit when it came to, was that Pokemon? No, that wasn't Pokemon Worlds. That was like the Tokyo convention or something in, I think this was a reveal from like the Japan Expo or something. So I mean, we didn't even get that. Like, we had the random off Honedge reveal when it came Generation 6. We have this random Salandit reveal when it comes to Generation 7, but we haven't had that. Like, where's our, you know, 20-second, 30-second Impidimp trailer that effectively does what this did? Even when it comes to the Ultra Beast, we got the version exclusive Ultra Beast reveal in just one 40-second trailer. So we're missing out on that. We also didn't get just a Pokemon reveal trailer like this. More newly discovered Pokemon have arrived for Pokemon Sun and Moon. This was our mid to late July trailer that we didn't get for Pokemon Sword and Shield that just dumped a ton of Pokemon on us. So it seems like less Pokemon are being revealed, more focus on the characters and the gameplay to really build up the Galar region, and then we still don't really know how many Pokemon there's going to be. I don't think this is indicative of like, oh, they only have like 50 new Pokemon, that's why they're not revealing any. I mean, there was only like 60-ish new Pokemon if you don't count all the legendaries and Ultra Beasts, and they pretty much revealed all that for Pokemon Sun and Moon. So that'd be like wild if they reveal less Pokemon than Sun and Moon and still have like 90 or 100 new Pokemon. I don't know if it's going to be that way, but you know, the way that these trailers and stuff happen, it's completely different. And then that brings us to the actual Pokemon. So what did I say, like 36 new Pokemon for Generation 7 at this time? Well, we have our starters. Guys, calm down. I did a video talking about when the starters are going to be revealed. Hopefully I can remember the timestamp to put the card up there and also find it in the description down below and all that stuff. It's September at the earliest, and it could be even longer than that. And that's just how it goes. Unless Pokemon Sword and Shield wants to do the craziest things, we get a trailer like Friday, so 1 week after the last trailer, and then they just throw the starter evolutions at us earlier than anything else, while still revealing less Pokemon than the other generations. But overall, keep your hopes kind of suppressed on that one. So we got 5 Pokemon right there. Those are the freebies, 2 legendaries, 3 starter Pokemon. We have the initial reveals, and that was another weird thing. We got 3 Pokemon in Pokemon Sun and Moon on like that initial reveal, and then we got a lot more when it came to the first trailer for Pokemon Sword and Shield. That's like, wow, look at these Pokemon that just kind of appeared. Alcremie was the next trailer, so we had 5 plus the 2 legendaries. So we had like a 7 Pokemon drop in early June, and then nothing until July. But then July was only like a handful of Pokemon, and then the last trailer was only 5, which is kind of a lot less than we see when it comes to like those random 7 new Pokemon revealed we had with Pokemon Sun and Moon. So it was 5, 8, 11, 14, 16, 19? Is that it? We're just at 19 Pokemon? So we have half of the revealed Pokemon at this time. Still waiting on Yamper's evolution, because that Pokemon exists. Technically, Impidimp exists, so we have 20. So we're at 20 Pokemon revealed now. Some of those with even less regional forms. You know, there was a batch of 5 regional forms revealed initially. This is only 3. Technically 4 if we're counting the evolution. But then we got that 5th Pokemon with an actual Generation 8 Pokemon. However, at this time, Mimikyu was just like a random reveal in Korokoro first, and then got a trailer alongside like 5 other Pokemon. That's why going through, not this one, because I already have like all this stuff down here. That's why going through all this stuff is just weird. Then we had the 4 Pokemon revealed. This was Worlds. So I'm wondering if we're going to get this as well. Because, like, we had new Pokemon, and then we had new Pokemon, and then we had new Pokemon, and then we had new Pokemon. We're not getting that when it comes to Galar. I want to learn more about these games. I want to know more about what's going on. So, yeah, Mimikyu was inside of, actually, this trailer, huh? Yeah, so that was July 19th, after the mid-July reveal for Mimikyu from Korokoro. But Korokoro hasn't done anything. Korokoro hasn't done jack for us, which is weird. Because people were talking about how Korokoro had a really downplayed role inside of Generation 7. But I did a video on it, again, if you want to keep checking out all the videos, talking about, like, the real Pokemon leaks and stuff. Korokoro still gave us a lot. And the Pokemon company was pulling some weird stuff. Like, Pokemon would just appear on the website without being officially revealed. We haven't had that. Like, Impidimp should have just appeared on the Pokemon Sword and Shield website by now. I guess they're waiting for, like, its evolutionary line, because we had something like that happen at some point. I think it was this trailer. So, this trailer, more newly revealed Pokemon. This is the one that gave us Tapu Koko and stuff like that. They just gave us the evolutionary line for Grubbin. They're like, here's Charjabug, here's Vikavolt. So, I wonder if they're going to do that for Impidimp. When they finally fully reveal it, they're just going to give us all 3 and say, here you go. Reveal it with its evolution when the time is right. Maybe at Worlds. Because if you're playing the demo at Worlds, you might as well figure out that Pokemon exists. So, that's going to be a thing. And then the starter Pokemon, like I said, that's going to be October. Yeah, September at the earliest, but I mean, October was when we got it. So, still gotta wait months, yo, for those things. And I think that's kind of it. So, a lot of extra information. Korokoro was still very significant comparatively, even with Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, with Pokemon Sun and Moon. Korokoro gave us Mega Evolutions before it was announced in Let's Go. So far with Pokemon Sword and Shield, Korokoro has given us nothing except for the contest that was an exclusive move for Duraludon that was only shown in, that was only like a Japan-only contest. I mean, we didn't even have some kind of equivalent outside of Japan as well, which is kind of weird. But overall, what I will say is, like, the Pokemon Sword and Shield website, way better laid out, way better looking than what we had for the Pokemon Sun and Moon website. Because, like, everything's here. You get to see all the characters. There's more character reveals. There's more gameplay. Another thing that was really weird is that we got the trial captains. So we have this page back in August for Pokemon Sun and Moon. So we got to learn about the base trial captains, which brought our count from 0 gym leaders up to 4 effectively. Did we know about Elma? Maybe like 1 to 5. So, I mean, in July, we got 2 more gym leaders, but 2 of them are the same gym, so we only know about 3 gyms. But then for August, with Pokemon Sun and Moon, we knew about 5 trials. So once again, Pokemon Sword and Shield jumps ahead and then falls behind by only doing 1 trailer a month instead of 3 trailers a month, like we saw with Pokemon Sword and Shield. As for the next news, I hope we get that, you know, next week trailer, just Friday, mid-August kind of trailer. Korokoro hasn't given us anything, and it's the 12th right now, so that's really weird. And it just seems like the information is really scattered at this point. So trying to piece a lot of things together. Overall, the information's still pretty good. We have more information in certain areas of Pokemon Sword and Shield, much less on the Pokemon, and then very conservative news drops when it comes to Pokemon Sword and Shield in general. So if you guys enjoy the video, if you did, share with your friends, all that fun stuff. Have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.